to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan-Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Auburn's offense will take the field first. The Bulldogs pulled one out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. You've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came away with it, and Auburn got to think about that for a whole year.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the star that stirs the...
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. The snap sets up the throw. A little release to the back. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Going with the ground game left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a final alert coming from the clash between Alabama and LSU. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to fight an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the middle. It's bent. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to set up the screen. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The backfield, and they'll give it to him. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. Oh, just steamrolling the defense. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He'll pull it on the read. And some room to work. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the past.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fakes a pass to Marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. And a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Caught near the sticks. It's Ben. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here on the red side.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel it.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
His running backs had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Auburn offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and short kick. Makes the catch, and now we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got the first down and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They're going to ride this running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up to them.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Pucks it out of the air. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. What a disappointment. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gives it on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Good enough for a first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give on the inside. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Knight. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a that one right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
So here comes the Auburn offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to...
Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, but man, they got to do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner is stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 3rd down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He'll try it again. Breaks the tackle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. When people around the country see this score, and I can't imagine why they wouldn't be watching this game, a top 10 victory against a higher-ranked team behind this running attack, that's going to command attention.
It's going to command attention for all the fans watching this game. It's going to command attention for the rest of the teams on their schedule, too, David. They have proven today that they can get it.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ballgame, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Big Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now on second down for this offense. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.